Welcome to the Uncommon Transformation television series.
Just a few days into the new year, the government and the good people of Akwa Ibom State are already reaping the benefits of looking up to God for direction and guidance as Governor of the state, Godswill Akpabio, bags yet another award as the best performing governor of the state since creation. It will be recalled that on the 2nd of January 2014, the entire state, led by His Excellency, held an interdenominational service at the Ibom Hall grounds, asking God for direction in the new year. 2 days after, precisely on the 4th of January 2014, the League of Newspaper Publishers, Akwa Ibom State, honored Akpabio with the Best Performing Governor Award since creation of the state. The event, which held at the prestigious Ibom Le Méridien Hotel and Golf Resort, saw the gathering of the crème de la crème of the society, captains of industry, well-wishers and friends of the governor and the state to witness the epochal event. The Akwa Ibom #1 citizen, while answering some posers from Uncommon Transformation team, said he was pleasantly surprised that the publishers considered him worthy of that award, considering that they have been very critical of his government and at times published absolute falsehood that cannot be substantiated. Nobody or government anywhere in the world is infallible, but despite some shortcomings, the publishers or anyone else for that matter cannot take away or deny that Akpabio has in the last 6.5 years of his administration put Akwa Ibom on the global map and on a solid track of development, almost alien to it since the state was created 26 years ago. This is the crux of the award to the governor by the publishers. The first Commissioner for Information, Moses Ekpo, who served under Colonel Tunde Ubeha, talks about the state before Akpabio.
Akwa Ibom was nothing, probably a speck. But perhaps of the enthusiasm of the people following the ancestors' demand and request for an entity. They didn't mind, the people didn't mind who transferred in here, they didn't mind coming into nothing. As a matter of fact, Akwa Ibom came into nothing. What you have as Uyo now was a one-street road leading out to Abak, to Itinan, from around where we all used to come from. And if you thought there was anything on ground that you can come to build upon, there was nothing. You now have a sprawling secretariat. You now have your ministry. As first commissioner, I pitched on Wellington Bassey Road in a one-room story building left by the Igbo people to run the Ministry of Information. So it's different. The governor's office was nothing. Where you have the petrol station now for the government house, we just had a one-room office for the governor, Ogbeha. And that's where we managed from. So, in fact, Akwa Ibom was a speck.
And sums up the state's developmental strides during the time of Akpabio.
It is marvelous to see that that spec has been built into what is sprawling, what has now become a destination for most Nigerians. Absolutely excited, and I thank God for keeping me alive to see this nothingness grow into the fullness of time. And that's why I don't keep giving credit to Governor Akpabio for his insistence that he's transmitting and translating the dreams of our forefathers. They had hoped that they would be translating into something which Akpabio has made it possible.
Yes, sir. Governor Akpabio had, in his inaugural speech in 2007, said, "This is your governor reporting for duty. Your lives will never remain the same again." His agenda was to transform Akwa Ibom from a civil service state to a business destination, change it from its pedestrian status to a destination of choice for Nigerians and foreigners alike. True to his words, the chief executive rolled up his sleeves and set to work. The fruit of that labor, as has been attested to by very prominent Nigerians and foreigners alike, are manifest in the construction of over 1,350 kilometers of roads, both federal and state-owned, built over 28 bridges across the state, completed the Ibom International Airport met at site clearing level in May 2007, as well as the independent power plant, declared free and compulsory education, supported it with an e-library, constructed an international stadium, which is at an advanced stage of completion, the Ibom Tropicana Entertainment Center, complete with 250-bedroom, 5-star hotel, a convention center, shopping malls, theme parks, and cineplex. The building of new schools and renovation of older ones, while also properly equipping them. At no time in the history of the state has the psyche of the Akwa Ibom man been better than now. The list is endless. For these and much more, the publishers say Akpabio is the recipient of the best governor of the state since creation. Chairman of the League of Newspaper Publishers, Uko Moore, hinted that the body had noticed the potentials and drive in the governor to do great things in the state right from his first tenure. According to him, they had wanted to honor him back then, but didn't want to appear as if joining the bandwagon, so they waited to observe him some more years if he would catch the second-term bug of slacking his pace and development. To their relief, he did not.
The League of Publishers commend His Excellency Chief Godswill Akpabio for redefining governance in the state and making Akwa Ibom a signature of all eyes, including international community. It is worrisome that every political aspirant has, one way or the other, organized a machinery of falsehood in the name of newspapers. We wish to assure His Excellency that we are working and riding our ranks of these charlatans. But we need the cooperation of government to achieve this. For instance, we have just set up a task force to monitor subsidiary publications whose sole aim is to manage public officers. This needs to work and curtail them. We must strengthen our laws. He says allow for what is right. Please, His Excellency, I repeat again. We must strengthen to allow the laws for what is right. Once again, let me salute Your Excellency, the Governor, for the good work he has done in the state, which is the reason for this important event. Today's award negates the maxims that the prophet is often not respected at home. I repeat, today's award negates the maxims that the prophet is often not respected at home. Your Excellency, you have earned and you earn respect and honor as you receive this evening through this homegrown but very important award.
That Governor Akpabio is the recipient of many awards is not in doubt. These are due rewards for hard work and dedication to duty. In the light of this honest assessment of the man Akpabio, League of Newspaper Publishers are spot on in honoring him. The first Commissioner for Information in the state, Moses Ekpo, once again throws more light on why Akpabio deserves to be honored.
It was not a chance that Chief Gospel Akpabio came on the political stage of Akwa Ibom State. In a way, many have had reasons to conclude that the emergence was providentially arranged to increase the anger and resolve of the man who was to take the stage to what is now inherited. Not that Chief Akpabio's anger, widely described as positive anger, has since gone through the leaves as a new socio-economic and political strategy for greater and rapid growth for the benefit of the masses. Today, the positive anger has thrown up the imperatives of raising and grooming new crop of leaders with people-oriented focus, not only in Akwa Ibom State and Nigeria as a whole, but also across Africa. This new approach to governance acted as uncommon transformation.
Current Commissioner for Information, Anyeka Numana, explains how surprised he was when the award idea was first mooted to him, considering the constituency from which the proposed award was coming.
He said, "We're giving the governor an award." I said, "From where?" He said, "From the League of Newspaper Publishers." I said, "Are you sure?" Now, I need to be sure this is coming from the league, or did you concoct this yourself? He said, "No, ask my people." I asked his people, they said I was correct. I asked him, I said, "Why are you honoring the governor? Are you also seeing your common transformation? When did you shine your eyes?" He said that he had shown his eyes long ago. I said, "Is that correct?" He said, "Yes." Then I said, "Well, so why did you not honor him since? When we started this league, we thought we would work together." He said, "No, let me tell you a story. In the first term, the governor worked and performed and backed all the awards in Nigeria and overseas. But we were waiting for him to get into the second term." I said, "Why?" He said, "We needed to watch and see if, when he gets into the second term, if he will slow down on development and begin to focus on himself so that we can now hit him, find a sledgehammer and kill him in this state." But that wasn't the case. He said in the second term, he came and announced Dublin Road. He started constructing. Second term, he built a new stadium. Second term, fourth flyover. Second term, new dualization. Second term, commissioning of hospitals. So this man now deserves this award because he has demonstrated to us that he's going to continue in this tempo of development until he ends May 29, 2015.
The secretary to the state government, Udom Emmanuel, who has endeared himself to Akwa Ibom people on his performance since he came into office, also had very kind words to say about his boss, whom he describes as a man after God's heart.
"I just want to salute you, sir. I said to you, the guest lecturer this evening, mentioned some key words, who you are to different people. To we, your ESCO members, to the common man on the street, even to your colleagues, fellow governors, as a trailblazer. But I added there that to the God Almighty, you are a man after God's heart. And to all of us, in summary, I said we found something in you. That's why we are solidly behind you today."
Udom lauded LNP for their courage and honor done his boss. He advised against sensational journalism, emphasizing that breaking news should not break the state.
We applaud the courage of newspaper publishers League of these publishers to give the best governor ever in this state. That we've seen in you, as they have seen in you, a mentor. We've seen in you a teacher. We've seen in you a leader. Above all, we've seen in you a father.
From the legislature, the Speaker of Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Elder Sam Ikon, says that they can attest to the governor's prudence and effective management of the state resources.
In transforming our constituencies and making our people happy. And that is why we will continue to collaborate with you to ensure that more dividend of democracy gets to our people. I can confirm on behalf of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly that you have implemented our laws to the letter. There's been fiscal discipline in your administration, there's been transparency, and there's been even spread of development across our constituencies.
Passion to serve, diligence, compassion, and a sense of justice are the complements that have prepared him as a leader of impact and influence. And it is this impact that has served what has come to be labeled as uncommon transformation in Akwa Ibom State and necessitated the award that is about to be bestowed on him by the League of Newspaper Publishers.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Chief Dr. Johnson Commander of Niger, being honored this evening by the League of Newspaper Publishers as the best governor since the creation of Akwa Ibom State.
Governor Akpabio, who was elated and at the same time surprised at the award on account of the harsh stance of the local media on his administration, describes the award as uncommon and dedicated it to the youth of Akwa Ibom, whom he refers to leaders of the future.
That yes, indeed, you can have a leader who will touch your life without asking you, where are you from? Which tribe are you? How related are you to me? And why are you calling me? That is service. I was elected to offer service and not to work. And therefore, I remain focused on offering service. I did not come out to win awards. I did not develop requirement for the pages of newspapers. That is the reason why, standing in front of you today, I got a little bit elated that even at home that the prophet can be honored. Even at home, the prophet can be honored.
He charged LNP on responsible journalism.
News is not meant to break the system. Breaking news should not break the system. That news is false. Because there was no lawmaker that was beaten up. And we must avoid tribal-based publications that are meant to cause rancor in the society. We must have responsible journalism. And then there must be real revelation. This is an honor whose time has come. You also write, what do you think is the problem? My personal assessment is that we have not done a total repackaging of the industry. Because I recall that when Dr. Namdesiwe and their group, went down in those days, the then West African Island, the idea was to fight the colonial masters to liberate our people from the shackles of colonialism. That was the main intention of that at that time. But many years after, we are still fighting government, not knowing that the colonial masters are gone. This is the crux of the matter. The press is yet to realize that the colonial masters are gone.
The state chief executive opined that the award marks a turning point between his administration and the media.
Performance is not really, it's not the money that measures performance. It's the passion, it's the interest, it's the love that we have for the society. That is the simple truth. Nobody should come and tell me that Akari was born today. No, it's not true. We were not born today. So don't tell if a government does not want to perform, that government will not perform. I don't want, and I will never be arguing to come and say, oh, I want to cause you people that now the governor will not perform to fear them. Because you are successful by children. I would like us to have a governor who performs better than they did. I would like us to have a governor who performs better than they. I asked one of you the other day, and he told me, I said, how come that you have not written that last year was shouting about 28 bridges. This year with the completion of the next 42 kilometers of road, we are finishing now. And we have finished 4 bridges along that road. That brings the total number of bridges that are done to about 32. How come none of you has ever tried to write about that? How come nobody has gone to his former Inspector General of Police's compound, to go and see the enormous work that we are doing on the Tekema Road? The Tekema Road, even from a state government, the bridge there is 1.2 kilometers. And we are now at 87% completion. 1.2 kilometers. I'm talking about the road that links up the whole of Congo all the way to Israel. None of you has ever gone there to take a picture of the ongoing work. And to comment government, or even bring it to the attention of the public. You know, people don't know. How come you don't write those things? How come none of you has ever said that now you can drive from Uyo and get to Kenafo on a 9-1 road without seeing a single pothole, with the completion of the road from about straight. Now we have relocated the places. I looked at all your newspapers yesterday and not see it. The places in Abak have been relocated. They have moved them to the altar of one with the other. We have taken black places in Abak for the ministry of interior. You are not aware of that. We are closing down that place now. The work of that place will come down in the next few days. You are not aware. I thought somebody would have revealed. I said breaking news. Revealed. Exposed. Nobody has exposed it. I thought you would say exposed. Government does the exposed about prison down. Development to take place. The area to be turned into a green area for aesthetics. Oh my God.
Akpabio stressed that the pen should be used for harmony and not for disharmony. He concluded by thanking the PDP in the state for endorsing Mr. President for the 2015 elections.
I start by thanking the PDP cohort, extended cohort of Ireland, which included the chairman of councils, the ward chairman, the chapter chairman, the state officers, the state chairman of the parties, of course, elected officials, the National Assembly, and the Senate Assembly, all of them, together with our stakeholders, major stakeholders, over 659 people. Not only was I endorsed, they also endorsed Mr. President. I said, despite your troubles, we are proud of what we are doing in this country. And we are urging you to step forward and contest for the presidency to finish the second term in 2000. That is the decision.
God has begun a good thing in the lives of Akwa Ibom people in 2014, and according to his words, he is faithful to complete it. The people call it uncommon transformation.
Uncommon Transformation television series brings to you the latest information of the monumental achievements of the Governor Akpabio-led administration. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube to read the latest news, watch amazing videos and listen to in-depth analyses and interviews with the men and women working hand-in-hand with stakeholders to make Akwa Ibom State better. You can also log on to our website www.uncommontransformation.tv for more information. Uncommon Transformation television series, bringing to you the right and current information when you need it.